I got robbed. Yeah. You watched one of my previous videos, sorry. I was going on about a certain smackhead that had been around my house and all this kind of business. Someone we'd grown up with. Can't 100% for sure say it's him. But yeah, my Mossies woke me up early Saturday morning. Said all our garden furniture had been stolen. Chairs, table, parasol, LEDs in it and everything. Rang the 101 number. It weren't even sort of put down as a crime, just a reference number. And they said what they'll do. Other people start reporting things, then they'll come round and have a chat and all this kind of. I just thought, you know something, what a waste. But yeah, got CCTV. And basically, where our garden stuff were, it's like the top of our very top of our garden, because it's all like flat surface and everything. It's right near the back gate. And about an hour earlier on the CCTV, there's a ginnel at the back of where my house is. And the irony is, our house is directly behind an old police station that isn't a police station anymore. It's used for all kinds of stuff. Sense of irony. Yeah, about an hour earlier, you could see a vehicle come along, because obviously you could see the lights. Couldn't make out what vehicle it was because there's no lights in the ginnel. And it parked up for about 5 minutes and then sodded off. And I'm presuming they've come back. So anyways, I'm sat in the living room yesterday. It's about 5, 6 o'clock, something like that. This very lad comes walking past, off his head with two of his mates, so I shouted him over, and he was stood in my garden. And I said, it's either, sorry but I'm going to swear, it's either, well I won't swear, my daughter watches my channel, it's either fricking you, I use the other FU. Or you know who's done it. So he starts effing and jeffing. I said, listen, my daughter's sat upstairs in her bedroom, she can hear all this, so don't swear. And I don't know if I've mentioned it before, but like my daughter, she doesn't go out and play or anything like that. She's on an SEN. So her world, apart from when she goes out with us and friends and stuff of the family, her world's the back garden. And she likes nothing better than sitting at the table, colouring in and doing whatever. And that was taken away from her, and I was telling him about it. And he just started smiling. He didn't even look shocked. So that was it, I just pummeled him in the garden. And I told him, I said, if I ever catch you on this street or in my neighbourhood ever again, I said, every time I see him, I'm just going to batter you. And he rips off one of our mates. I've known him since I was a little kid. Salt of the earth bloke, lived in the same community all his life. He's older than me. I think he's got about 10 years on me. He's ripped him off again. And he tried making out that he'd paid this guy back. And I said, no you haven't. I said, I was speaking to him in the shop earlier this afternoon. And I just said, I didn't hurt him badly. I was putting him on his arse. And just had him pinned. And I said, the only reason I'm not beating the shit out of you is because I've known you so long. I said, but it's all done with now. I said, you've been in prison for what, 8 years? You told me and my missus last month that you're going straight, you'd learned your lesson. And since he's come out, because he used to live in the same community, everybody's getting robbed. My missus goes in shop literally every day or every other day, and somebody else has been robbed. So I've just put the feelers out to everybody what's been stolen. Not bothered about getting it back, I don't want it back. I just told him, I said, by this time tomorrow you'll be a dead man walking, because everybody around here is going to know. And alright, you can sit there and go, well, you didn't actually see him, you can't say 100%. Trust me, the circles he goes in, they all, I don't know where they find each other, but you very rarely, especially where I live, see somebody who's on stuff like that on their own. They're always with somebody else. And then anyways, stay there. Yep. Stay there. Wow, what's going on? Yeah, several hours later, my doorbell went and it was my son-in-law, and I could see he was hiding something behind his back. And anyway, he came in and said, I've got a present for you. I went, it's not my birthday for another 2 weeks. It's like, no, it's not a birthday present. And he bought me a pack of 10 solar lights. Don't get me wrong, I've got security lights. I've got a 240 volt one. And the annoying thing about it is, when this guy came into the garden to steal the stuff with his cronies, that light didn't actually come on. I had another security light at the end of the garden that is a solar powered one. He'd ripped the solar charging unit off the wall and took that, but left the light. And it's like, well, they both need each other, if that makes sense. The solar panel is specifically for that light. Without, anyways, so I'm like, oh, thank you so much. And then he went, I'm just going back to the car. Anyway, he's bought us a 4-piece furniture set, table, like a double bench thing, and 2 single chairs. And I'm like, please take it back. He's like, no, it's my gift. I know how much you know, we used to spend in the garden and stuff, especially when the weather was like this. I'm like, you're so getting spoiled at Christmas off me. Bless him. But I've ordered a brand new security light. I've ordered some CCTV panels to be put on the gate and the walls at the back, warning them that it's CCTV. I was just telling Sanjay off camera, I've bought an alarm system, so if anybody comes in through the rear gate, it's got 110 decibel siren in it and a flashing red light. I mean, at the end of the day, let's be honest, unless you've got it bolted down or in a safe somewhere, if they want to take it, they'll take it, simple as. And to be honest, it's not about the money for it, and it was quite an expensive set. It was nearly £1,000. It's the fact that my daughter would have had to go, well, she's had to go without. So yeah, if you get offered garden furniture and all the rest of it with a cream parasol with built-in LEDs, it's mine. But I won't mind, he's that thick. He was in the shop a few days earlier asking people, like in the community, oh, do you want to buy, do you know anyone who wants to buy some garden furniture? And basically at our wall, when the parasol's up, you can see it for fun. So I said to him, what do you think you're doing? I said, we're getting effing pre-orders, seeing how many people you could get who wanted to buy it, and then when you've got it sold to someone, you've come and nicked it. I could tell. I knew he had something to do it, because he wasn't even shocked. He wasn't even like, oh, I'm sorry bro, but I'll ask around. He was kind of, how do I put it? It was like he was kind of taunting me. He was giving the impression that, look, he knows. And instead of being helpful, he's trying to be smug about it. And that's what just made me launch him. He was like, I'm going to get police, I'm going to get police. I said, go and get him. I said, as a matter of fact, I'll go out and get my phone. You can use my phone to ring them. But he knows what I'm like. Like I said, we've grown up together. And you know what? I'm not making excuses up for him again. He didn't have the best upbringing in the world, but there's no excuse. Oh, fly in the eye. Currently 27 degrees Celsius where we're at. I didn't know if Sanjay was going to come out today actually, because we only got back to Bolton on Wednesday. Because I told him, I said whether you were coming out or not, I was coming out. So yeah, that's my fun weekend. And then my daughter came round, took her mum out to bingo. It's cut a long story short, I didn't get to bed till 3 o'clock this morning. I dread to think what time my missus came to bed. Rolling up the winter feed. Smithsdean Road. He had a child sat on his knee then. On the front passenger seat. Some people. Amazing. Amazingly stupid. Look at this guy. What's the point? Relax. Oh, it's so much cooler up here. Yeah, we're supposed to have look at that. Thunderstorms later, same round about 3ish, in a couple of hours. But I was just telling Sanjay, we went something to eat then. I said, bloody hell. I said, absolutely, only for about 5 minutes or so, down my end, hammered it down. All the little kids were running back to their houses screaming. You know, it didn't rain where we are. I said, you're lucky. It just went dark all of a sudden. To the point I had to put the lamps on. And this was only about 6 o'clock. Well, no, about 6:30 actually. So it's my birthday in 2 weeks. I did order a pair of jeans, bike jeans, and to cut a long story short, they were supposed to have arrived last week. Messaged the seller, 3 days, hadn't heard anything, so I opened a dinghy up with eBay. It's funny, because of the morning after when I got up, he'd messaged me and said, they're still with the courier. Please remove your dispute. So I just thought, do you know something? I'm going to do to you what you did to me. I'm going to ignore you for 3 days, see if you like it. Anyways, the day after, got up and they'd emailed me saying, oh, we've sent you a refund. The jeans are still on the way. Once they've arrived, can you kindly send them back to us? Yada yada. And I'm thinking, you want me to spend money? Because it was £7 postage for them. And I'm not thinking, you want me to spend £7 to send you something back? Forget it. And he said they'll be here in 2 days. 100%. You could tell they were. Said they were in the UK, but you could tell they were foreign the way they were writing stuff. So anyways, that was on the Wednesday, and lo and behold, today is Sunday, and guess what? The jeans haven't turned up. And everybody I said everyone I've mentioned it to, they'll be like, if they do come, don't send them back. They've got to prove you've got them. Wedding card. And the way I'm feeling at this moment in time, after being robbed this weekend, I'm planning on doing just that. But I like being the better person, me, and so I'm 99.9% sure I'll send them back. Sorry about the wind noise, I've got my visor slightly open. Oh, Sheepy Road. We're an old faithful, look, they're starting to come apart now. But you can see they've got all those holes in, brilliant for this type of weather. And I won't mind in the ad. I bought them under lockdown. Well, when we were in and out of lockdown, and they were like, oh, it said on the ad they were winter gloves. I went a whole winter with these on. No heated grips. Hardcore. But yeah, I needed to get out. I really did. Clear my head and stuff. So you've had a better weekend than me, folks, I really do. Anyways, folks, I'm going to end it here. Thank you all so much for listening to me and watching and all that kind of business. As I always say, I really do appreciate it. And as always, take care of yourselves and each other. And I'll catch you in the next one. Bye now.